Okay, I just want to make something very clear for people about the Feeding Our Future business. Okay, you're seeing news reports on social media and local news, even national news, that this Feeding Our Future has been shut down. They have not been shut down. They have not had their assets frozen. Okay, that's could be further from the truth. And how can you tell this? Well, go on the Minnesota Secretary of State website and search a business. When you search the business called Feeding Our Future, they just recently renewed their business. They're an active business. This means they can exchange and perform commerce. Okay, they can exchange goods and services legally. Now, if you look at the case, they were originally going to be shut down and frozen. That was the initial reports. But the Attorney General, okay, AG Limited, Keith Ellison, he filed to keep them open. Okay, saying that he wants to keep them open for creditors. Well, the creditors are all going after Amy Bach as an individual. They're not going after Feeding Our Future as a business. And now who represents Feeding Our Future? That's called Legal for Good, another law firm. They specialize in nonprofits. Legal for Good is the one who is the registered agent, okay, for Feeding Our Future. And that's who represents them. They don't represent Amy Bach, okay? Now, if you go look on the Minnesota court's website about all the public court documents on there in the Minnesota Department of Education lawsuit against Feeding Our Future and Amy Bach, tied in as one. Amy Bach and Feeding Our Future are represented separately in that case. Okay? And when you look at these documents, the Minnesota Department of Education, they provide this organizational chart as part of their evidence packet. Okay? And in the evidence packet, it shows a board of directors with about 5 or 6 people that are above Amy Bach. And then it shows, another web of, people that are below Amy Bach in this organizational chart. Okay? And if you read these court documents, as Judge David Lutz of Dakota County said on his, that the Feeding Our Future fired except Amy Bach. And now saying she is the one running this business. So you don't think somebody running and owning allegedly Feeding Our Future, they would fire everybody else themselves, all while they're in custody? Okay. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. It's very fishy, is what I'm trying to get at. So when you see news reports about Feeding Our Future being shut down, assets frozen, that is not true. They're very active. They have a president called Ali Illegal. Okay. And another, I think the For Good owns that or runs that law firm that